a small disturbance happened, sorry. Then image formed by a concave mirror. Image formed by a concave mirrors. So by following the rules which are discussed previously, let us understand. So if the object placed between the pole and the focus, if the object placed between pole and the focus, where the image of an object is formed. To understand the formation of image by a mirror, we require at least 2 light rays. We require at least 2 light rays. So here it is the position of the object. Here it is the position of the object. Right? 2 light rays. So then we have to take some more distance. Easy to understand. So this is the face of an object. This is the focus, pole, and the center of curvature. 2 light rays are required. The first light ray coming from the object, which is parallel to the principal axis. What will happen if the light ray is parallel to principal axis? It passes through focus. So the light ray is passing through focus. Then 2 rays are required. Then one more light ray is which is passing through the center of curvature. So to know the formation, to know the position of the image, so we have to extend this to back. We have to extend these lines. So the image is formed where the reflected rays are meet. These did not meet at any point. So when we extend these rays to back, the 2 reflected rays are extended to back. So they meet at the point. Here the image of an object is formed. So this image is formed behind the mirror. So let us know the characteristics. Where the image of an object is formed? Behind the mirror. Virtual image is formed. And erect. Virtual, erect and enlarged. Enlarged image of the object means larger than the object. So this is the size of the object. Then if we place the object in between the pole and the focus, the image is formed behind the mirror. Virtual image, enlarged image means the size of the image is larger than the object. This is the image formed by the concave mirror. If we place the object in between focus and pole, the characteristics of image is behind the mirror, virtual image, erect and enlarged. Then the second one. What happened if the object placed at focus? Second one is at focus. So concave mirror. concave mirror, principal axis, pole and focus, as usual the center of curvature. Center of curvature. Right. Then now the object is at the focus. Now the object is at the focus. What will happen if the object is placed at the focus? At the focus. So as usual, two rays are required. One light ray is parallel to the principal axis. We know what happened. Light rays are pass the parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, they pass through focus. They pass through focus. With help of only one light ray, we cannot understand where the image of an object is formed. Then, is there any other ray which is know the formation of image? So, what will happen if pass like this? There is no chance. So, take one more one, as usual, like this, through center of curvature. Through center of curvature. Through center of curvature. Like this one. So these two are parallels. These two are parallels. So the image is formed at infinity. The image is formed at infinity. So where the image is formed at infinity. The image is formed at infinity. The image is formed at infinity. Real and inverted. Real and inverted. Real and inverted image is formed. So highly enlarged image is formed. Highly enlarged image, bigger size image is formed. That is place that is formed at infinity. Is formed at infinity. So, if the object is placed at focus, the image is formed at infinity. Then the characteristics are real and inverted image, highly enlarged image. Then third one is, if the object is placed in between center of curvature, focus and center of curvature. Focus and center of curvature. In between focus and center of curvature. In between center of curvature. So concave mirror. Principal axis, as usual, cone, focus, center of curvature. If the object is placed here, in between the center of curvature and the focus, in between the center of curvature and the focus. So, right. So one is as usual the parallel ray passes through focus. Then one more is as usual we have taken through center of curvature. So one is, which is the parallel to principal axis, is after incident, after reflect, it passes through focus. In the second light ray, pass like this. So center of curvature is the focus. Observe that we know that where the image of an object is formed, the point at which at least two reflected rays are converged or diverged. At least two reflected rays rays are converged or diverged. At that point, the image of an object is formed. So, if the object placed in between the center of curvature and the focus, the image is formed. The image is formed where behind the center of curvature, behind the center of curvature. See, back side form. So, real and inverted, real and inverted image is formed. So, larger than the object, larger than the object. So, if the object placed between focus and the center of curvature, the image is formed behind the center of curvature. Real image and virtual image is formed. What is the real image? The image which is caught on the screen, which is formed on the screen, is called as real image. The image which is formed on the, which cannot be formed on the screen is called as virtual image. So plane mirror forms virtual image always. So concave mirror also forms virtual image only one case, when the object is placed between pole and the focus. Virtual image is formed. Virtual image is formed. Then, so three positions are completed. There is still three more are there. So let us discuss. So I hope understand this. Then three more places. So, if the object placed at the center of curvature, if the object is at the center of the curvature, what happened if the object placed at the center of the curvature? So, let us see. So, concave mirror. So, principal axis, pole of focus, center of curvature. So, here is the position of the object. If the object is placed at the center of the object, let us see what will happen. Center of the curvature. So, the incident ray is reflected here. Then it passes through focus. One light ray. Then take the one more light ray which is passing through focus. We know if the light ray is passing through focus, after reflection, what will happen? It is parallel to the principal axis. Parallel to the principal axis. So, the image of an object is formed at the center of curvature. So, image formed at the center of the center of curvature, center of the curvature. So real and inverted image, same size of the arms of image. So if the object placed at the center of the curvature, the image is formed at the center of the curvature, then the characteristics are real and inverted image. Real and inverted image is formed. The size of the object is equal to size of the image. Size of the image is equal to size of the object. Then one more. What happened if the object placed in between, if the object placed behind the center of curvature? If the object placed behind the center of curvature. Now at the behind the center of curvature, behind the center of curvature. Concave mirror, principal axis, pole, focus, center of curvature. What will happen? Let's see. What happened if the object placed behind the center of curvature? So observe that where it is obtained. So the light ray, one light ray is parallel to the principal axis. As usual, what will happen? Passing through focus. Then one more is passing through focus. So after that, what will happen? It parallel to the principal axis. Then where the image is formed? Between the center of curvature, and the focus. So our image is formed between center of curvature and the focus. Means when the object placed behind the center of curvature, the image is formed between center of curvature and the focus. As usual, real and inverted image. Small size image is formed. So in the small size image, we can call as diminished image. Diminished image is formed. So object placed behind the center of the curvature, the image is formed between the center of curvature and the focus. Real and inverted image, small size. Then at infinity, if the object placed at infinity, so concave mirror as usual, pole, focus, center of curvature. The object is at infinity somewhere. So we have taken all the parallel rays. So what will happen after the reflection? They pass through focus. So where the image is formed? At the focus. Point size. At the focus. The image is formed. Point size image is formed. Real and inverted. As usual, real and inverted image. The size of the image is very smaller than the size of the object. The size of the image is very smaller than the size of the image. Highly diminished. Highly diminished. Highly diminished image is formed. Highly diminished image is formed. So this is called these diagrams. These diagrams are called ray diagrams. Diagrams are called ray diagrams. While drawing the ray diagrams, for understanding the image formed by a concave mirror, should follow the rules which were already discussed and draw correctly. The position of the object is important. When we know the position of the image, then we know the position of the image also. So I hope understood all of you. Then all this given in a tabular form. So we will write in a tabular form. Let us see. Let us see whatever we discussed now by drawing the ray diagrams. By drawing ray diagrams, we will write in a tabular form. Image formed by a concave mirror. So, okay, serial number, position of the image, position of the object, then position of an image, characteristics, right? Characteristics of an image. Right? First we will have to get at position of the image placed between pole and focus. So if you place the object between pole and focus, where the position of image? Behind the mirror. Form. Characteristics: virtual image, enlarged and erect. Image is formed. So the size of the image is larger than the size of the object. This is the first position. Then second position, where you have to place at focus. So if the object is placed at focus, where the image is formed? At infinity. So characteristics are real and inverted. Images formed at infinity, real and inverted form. And what about the size? Larger than the object. Enlarged image. Then coming to the third one. Third one is between focus and center of curvature. If you place the object between focus and center of the curvature, where the image is formed? Behind the center of the curvature. We add the center of the curvature. Real and inverted. Real and inverted. Real and inverted image formed. Highly enlarged. Highly enlarged. Highly enlarged image is formed. Highly enlarged image is formed. Then the next one, at C. C means center of curvature. At the center of curvature. At the center of curvature, where the image of an object is formed, at C. Where the image is formed, at C. Then what about the characteristics? As usual, real and inverted. Real and inverted, same size. Same size. Same size of the image is formed at the center of curvature. At the center of curvature. Then, sixth one you have to place at behind C. Behind C. Behind C at the where the image is formed between C and focus. The image is formed. The object is placed at behind C. Behind the center of curvature. Behind center of curvature. The image is formed between center of curvature and focus. So real and inverted. Real and inverted, small size. Small size of the image is formed. Small size of the image is formed. So diminished. Diminished image is formed. Diminished image is formed. Then the next one, fifth one, completed the sixth one. At infinity. At infinity. At infinity, where the image is formed, at focus. The object is at infinity. The image is formed at focus. Real and inverted. Real and inverted. Real and inverted images are formed. Highly diminished. Highly diminished. Highly diminished, like just like a point size image is formed. Very small size of the image is formed. So this is about the formation of images by a concave mirror. Concave mirror. Keep in mind the rules. The rules for forming the image by a concave mirror. Then the position of the image. The position of the object. Where the object is placed, where the image is formed, what are the characteristics? What are the characteristics? Whenever we observe this, except the first case, except the first case means if the object is placed between pole and focus, virtual image is formed. Only virtual. The remaining all cases where the object is placed always forms the real and inverted images. Real and inverted images are formed. So concave mirrors are forms real and inverted images. Concave mirrors are forms real and inverted images. So because of this, we have some uses of concave mirrors. So concave mirrors are used as shading mirrors to see larger image of the face. Larger image of the face means the object is placed focus of the concave mirror. Then concave mirrors are used dentist. Concave mirrors are used by the dentist. Used by the dentist to see the larger images of teeth of patients. within the focus of concave mirror, within the focus of concave mirror. Then concave mirrors are used as a reflectors. Concave mirrors are used as a reflectors in torches, vehicle headlights and searchlights. Then concave mirrors are used as a doctor's head mirrors. To focus light coming from a lamp to observe the body parts. Body parts of the patient such as eye, ear, nose and throat. Concave dishes are used in TV dish antenna. Concave dishes are used in a TV antenna. We are using Airtel Extreme or Sun Direct, different channels, different dish antennas we are using, right? They are concave. The surface is concave. Then large concave mirrors are used in the field of solar energy. Solar energy to make solar cookers. So whatever the situation, so concave mirrors are used in our day-to-day life. So doctors are used, dentists are used, then shaving mirrors are also used, as makeup mirrors are also used, right? For making solar cookers are also used, right? In this way we discussed the formation of images by a concave mirror. So I hope understand. Then next time we will discuss images formed by a convex mirror. Thank you so much. So please don't forget to subscribe the channel. If you subscribe, okay, no problem. Share with your friends, give a like, give a comment. So please inform your friends, subscribe the channel and follow the channel regularly. Thank you so much.